2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valero Texas Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first-round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Certainly excited to seeing this one. Strap yourselves in. He's in a tie for 14th place. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's a well-played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Currently 1 under for the event. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Oh, that's a high-caliber shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. Look out left.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 strokes back. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The fifth is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par now. And well holed. Let's move on. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Judging it beautifully.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So no movement there. The player remains at even par. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front centre of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, this is a player after my own heart, going with the driver here. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Time for the second shot at the 8th. You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. A birdie putt awaits.
Yep, tracking well.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
That's a good-looking shot there. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. That was a gallant attempt. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's got this for his par.
As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. That's frustrating. And down it goes. He finds himself in a share of 10th place. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
This would be a great up and down. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now 4 back after that hole. We'll reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. 13's a long par 3 measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short, and those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Lovely effort, that. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. And he's hit that inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another. Looking great now.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Here's Will Zalatoris. Oh, wow! What a shot!
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. As we find ourselves at the 16th, a par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
8 days a week, that rhythm works.
A few shots under par at the moment. Tied for 4th. Well, this one's going right at the flag. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Rich, the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio, very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. Yeah, it's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
Oh, lovely roll. And just a short putt to close out the day. And with that, their first round comes to an end. Rich, they look to be in pretty good form today.
They did. It was nice to see some signs of life from this player. I like what they did out there today. Hopefully they could
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
In the top 5, starting the final round. So it's been a good week, but it will only be a successful week if they get the win come day's end. Lots of golf to be played and some good opportunities ahead.
Well, there's so much excitement and anticipation in the air. I can't wait to see how it plays out. Currently 5 under overall. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, so close. And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, he'll take that. Moving right along, and they're currently tied for first in the standings with Lydia Ko. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's a tad wayward, not quite finding the surface.
The fade didn't come to their aid.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This putt to try and save their par.
Checking in on the leaderboard, this player is currently tied for first with Lydia Ko. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker is currently tied for the lead. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
A par putt awaits. That's well holed. Moving right along, and they're currently tied for first in the standings with Lydia Ko. That's a little untidy. Second shot here on the 5th. Currently -5 in a share of the lead. Playing their 4th shot. How close was that to going down? In she goes. Let's head to the next. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
That's nicely done. This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. Well played, and that will take him to 5 under. Lydia Ko is currently on top of things as it stands. Teeing off here at the 7th. Going with the 3-iron. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Well, he tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Ouch, that hurts. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And as we move along, it's Lydia Ko in top spot. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. And they've found themselves in the first cut. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 2 shots behind.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Good opportunity here to move into a tie for 3rd. Just didn't drop. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
Wow, from a dodgy lie-ridge. How special was that? That'll help make a big move. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Good chance to move to 6 under par here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's tracking.
That's inside the range. He's in a share of 3rd place. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Lydia Ko is currently on top of this one. Setting up now on a par 4.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ooh, right by the hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Teeing off now on this par 3. That's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And now this player sits in 2nd behind the leader, Lydia Ko.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. Ah, absolutely flushed. This one heading towards the green.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck, Will Zalatoris, with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 7 under. And with that hole, they're sitting in 2nd place behind the leader, Lydia Ko.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently a shot off the lead. Five feet coming up to the cup. Now just 2 strokes off the lead, heading down the stretch.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Only one other place I can think of, and that is the 6th at Riviera. A larger green than the 6th, but bunkers galore. Watch out for the one right in the middle.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
And as we move along, it's Lydia Ko in top spot. We have a par 4 on this one. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. And this is a mighty performance. Look at the player creeping up the leaderboard at just the right time.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, so close, but an easy par. And that puddle drop. Well done. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Already with multiple victories this season. This one looks to be slightly offline here. And that one's headed to the drink. Time now for the 4th shot. 3 shots off the lead. Needs this one to kick right. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Oh, nice looking putt. And that will do it for him at this event. Well, sad to see this comeback just come up a little bit short of success, but it was awesome to see them make a move.
Luke, always fun to watch a player get hot in the final round. Unfortunately, didn't continue all the way through, not getting the victory, but still lots of positives on the day.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.